مرحبا بكم مجددا، أهلا وسهلا بكم في الدرس السابع. اليوم سنتعلم سويا حرفين جديدين، كاف ولام. Arabic Sahel. First, let me ask you a question. Do you know this animal? That's right, it's a kangaroo. And what's so special about kangaroos is that they carry their babies in their belly. I mean, in the pocket they have in their bellies. Now, look at this letter. Observe it with me, and you will see that it has a baby that it carries in its belly. Thus, it looks like the kangaroo. So, when you see this letter, just say kangaroo, k. So this is kaf and sounds k. Okay? Now, let's look at this letter. This letter actually looks like a ladle. This one. So, when you see this letter, just say ladle, l. So this is lam and sounds l. So now, let's study the shapes of these two letters.
Kaf in the beginning, kaf in the middle, kaf at the end connected, kaf at the end standing alone. Lam in the beginning, lam in the middle, lam at the end connected, lam at the end standing alone.
Okay guys, I know that kaf has a shape at the beginning which is completely different from that at the end. And for you not to be confused, I've got a small trick that you can use to distinguish between them. Now you have to know that kaf has a small baby which is called hamza. And this is the shape of hamza. This is the similar one you see at alif. Now, at the beginning and middle, you can imagine that hamza has become bigger, and thus it has this shape. So, kaf at the beginning and at the middle is a big hamza, a big baby, and at the end it is a mother carrying its small baby in its belly. So, it's a kangaroo. And I know also that some people get confused by these two, especially while reading them. They don't know which one is lam and which one is alif. And for that also, I've got you an easy trick that you can use to be able to distinguish between them. Now, while reading, if you see any of these two, just say the one directed to the left, l. So this is lam and sounds l. And the other one is alif and sounds okay? So, left, lam, l. And the other one is alif and sounds okay? Now let's try to read kaf and lam with the vowels we've taken so far.
Ka, ku, ki, k. Ka, ku, ki, ken, kun, kin. La, lu, li, l. La, lu, li, lan, lun, lin.
Okay, so now let's try to read two sentences and write them as well to practice kaf and lam and the other letters and vowels we've taken until now.
أرسل أرسل زياد زياد كتابا كتابا لكارن لكارن أرسل زياد كتابا لكارن أوصل لك بلاغا كاذبا أوصل لك بلاغا كاذبا.
Okay guys, so now we're going to start writing the first sentence, which is أرسل زياد كتابا لكارن. First we start with أرسل, and as we've said before, alif is a vertical line like this, C for Hamza, and a straight line, a short one. Ra, here we start with Ra resting on the line like this, and we place fatha for alif and sukun for ra. It's sa. Remember that sa is seen, so we have to go up because we're writing in ruqai, and then a straight horizontal line like this, sa, and then we let lam rest on the line like this. Okay, vertical line, and then this curve here should rest on the line. It's arsala ziyadan. Also we let zain rest on the line like this, and we'll place the point of zain, and ya sin and a straight line. Okay, and here we put a dash instead of 2 points because we're writing in ruqa. And now alif ziyadun. This is da, and remember here you don't have to place noon. This is tanween, which making the sound on, so you place dum like this. Okay, arsala ziyadun kitaban. You start with ka, and the way you write ka is oblique line like this, straight vertical line like this, and then you go with a straight line. Okay, this is ka. Ki ta. Now this is ta. Okay, sin horizontal line to the left and the dash resembling the 2 points, and alif. Ta ban. Also ban here is tanween al-fatah and not noon. Okay, as usual, because this is a noun, and as we've said before, nouns end with tanween. So it's ban, and we've said before that tanween al-fatah always come with an alif, so we have to add an alif, and then we put fathatain like this. Okay, kitaban li. You start with lam, straight vertical line, and then a horizontal line to the left, kasra to make it li. Karen. Also here kaf, a straight line like this. You go up with a curve, and then from here you continue with a straight horizontal line, or make it a little bit curved like I did. Okay, and then you go up ka, and then rin. Rin here, this is a proper noun, so it doesn't apply the rule of tanween. Okay, the tanween are only found on common nouns, and there are some exceptions for proper nouns. Some can take tanween, others can, but this is a grammar rule. We're not going to explain it now. Okay, so we put kasra for ra to become ri, and this is how you write Karen. Okay, and remember noon should rest like this. It's a curve, it's like a cup, should rest like this on the line. Okay, and you place point for noon and point at the end of the sentence. Now let's start with the second one. awsala laka balaghan kadiban. We start with alif, vertical line, and C in a straight line like this. And for waw, as we've said before, short horizontal line to the left. We go up with an oblique curve, but we don't stop here and we then go down. We start from here and we rest it like this on the line to have a correct shape of waw. And then we place fatha for alif and sukun for waw. It's aw, sa, again, steep curve, rounded shape, rounded curve like this, and a straight horizontal line to the left, and then the sin of sad, and then you go with lam, straight vertical line, and you let it rest like this with a turned curve. awsala, awsala laka. You also start with lam, straight vertical line, and remember lam goes to the left. This is what specializes it from alif. Okay, and then you go with kaf, a vertical line, and then you go down with a straight horizontal line, and the end should be like this, curved like this. Okay, and then you place the hamza of kaf, which is also C, but here I make it like this. Okay, you can do it like this, no problem. So la ka balaghan. You start with ba, and then you have to remember that lam with alif, because here we're writing ruqa, you have to go with a vertical line like this. You go down, resting on the line, and you place alif in the abdomen of lam, and we're going to discuss that in the coming part, okay, in the next video. So ba la ghan. Now ghain is like ayn. You start with number 2 in Arabic. You come from here and then you go up for an alif, and the reason I placed alif here is because balaghan ends with an n sound, and because balaghan, which is a report, is a noun, I have to remember that this is not noon, this is tanween, tanween al-fatah, exactly. And we've said before that tanween al-fatah always come with an alif. So I placed alif here for tanween al-fatah. This is the point of line, and here I'm gonna place the fathatan, okay? أوصل لك بلاغا. Now كاذبا, you can write kaf with a oblique curve like this, a straight vertical line, and you go with a straight horizontal line like this, and you go up for alif. Ka, the with kasra. And then also here, كاذبا means false, which is an adjective. So we have to end it with a tanween. Also, this word is describing this word, so thoroughly it will follow it with the tanween. Okay, so it will end with ba and tanween al-fatah like this. Okay, and replace the point at the end of the sentence. Okay guys, so I'm so glad we've reached the end of this video. We're going to practice more in the coming videos. I will see you in the next part, and I want to really tell you that I'm so proud of you. You're putting the hard work, and it's just amazing that you have reached this stage so far. So keep up the hard work, keep on practicing, and I will see you in the next video and wish you always a good luck. Wadan.
Arabic Sahel.